Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
I've been in touch with some contacts at Mercedes, and they think your attitude and results might be a good fit for their team. We can talk to them at our next contract review if you're interested. Let's see what kind of offer they can put on the table.
From Spain, the drivers will be needing every bit of grip and confidence they can find today as they try to find their way around this historic circuit in some very difficult conditions. So it's dark skies overhead then, and plenty of dark looks from the pit wall as well. A frustrating time for the engineers, Anthony Davidson, who I imagine were hoping for some dry running today. But it's absolutely chucking it down out there.
Oh, well, you have to feel for the guys and girls on the pit wall, Crofty. You know, so much work goes into getting these two cars out on track, not just from the pit wall, but from hundreds of people back at the factory too. The race team here at the circuit are just the most visible part of a very wide operation. And then the rain comes, and you immediately know a bunch of things. First, you aren't going to get much running. Second, you're going to see a lot of useless data, even if you do get out there. And third, the odds of needing an emergency rebuild before qualifying just went through the roof.
Job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so... That lap beats our primary target time. Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data.
To Barcelona, Catalonia for the start of today's qualifying session. It won't be long now until we're ready to join the action down at trackside.
It's easy to make your car quick in a straight line, you just take all the downforce off. But when it comes to a track like this, you really need a bit more of a compromise. The main focus here is carrying speed through the fast-flowing corners, but you still don't want to be a sitting duck on the straight.
then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Ricciardo, Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you... What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. The 2.89 miles of the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya will push the cars to their limits through the 7 lefts and 9 rights that make up a total of 16 corners. Watch out for overtakes down the main straight and into the first turn. This is where the drivers will get best use out of their DRS this weekend. Anthony Davidson is here with me today. Together we'll be taking you through all the action of this Spanish Grand Prix. It can be hard for the cars to follow each other closely here due to the dirty air coming off the car in front. So perhaps we're looking at a more strategic Grand Prix, Ant. What do you think on that?
I'm not too sure about that, Crofty. I mean, yes, as you say, it's hard to follow around here, but if you're brave on the brakes, you can get the job done down into turn 1, which is a medium-speed corner, so you have to be committed. And looking down at this grid today, I think we're going to see 1 or 2 drivers making a move from a long way back, maybe try to force their opponent into a mistake. I don't think this is a race that's going to be purely decided in the pit stops.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Räikkönen, Hamilton, Crofty and Vettel, Alonso, Sainz, Grosjean and Charles Leclerc, Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Sergio Perez and Ericsson, Hartley, Magnussen, Sergei Sirotkin and Lance Stroll. Gasly and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Caution, the safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain. Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment. Seconds a lap. We're leading our teammate by 14.5 seconds. Great maneuver. You made it look easy. Yellow flag. This is your final lap of the race. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Without a doubt, the safety car changed everything today. The key to their success was keeping calm and reacting to the situation quickly. We've seen teams in the past throw away wins because they were too hesitant, but here they were decisive, and that's allowed them to take the advantage.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. It's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Appreciate your time.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not...